Okay, now we're gonna watch this Jinx breakdown, and we're gonna break down the breakdown, or try to break down the.
Zoner
Okay.
character. It's really important that we have a broad variety of archetypes, and this is our first like true like sort of keep you out and frustrate your character. She's like a genius inventor. She's created all these gadgets, and she uses them to fight and keep you at bay and
Very
frustrate
good.
you. She's all about disruption, chaos, explosions, and just has a lot of fun doing it. And her game plan is basically to kind of fill the screen with garbage and stay one step ahead of you, frustrate you, confuse you, and yeah.
By the way, if you look like this, DM me. Okay, you look like this. DM me.
You down that way.
God, I love her. Her taunts are so good. I'll start with her normals. You know, she's got a little light, medium, heavy, and she got her little crouch light, medium, heavy. Her down forward light's a little slide. You know, to get some distance, and then
That slide is to catch retreating guard. I'm pretty sure every character is gonna have a specific move to catch retreating guard.
you know, she's got like a running medium attack, which is the low, and you can combo off of it, which is really cool. So she can go in. You know, she's not just keep you out forever. Like you might want to pick your spots to go in. She's also got down forward heavy.
She's also tall as shit. Oh my lord.
Which is an overhead, and she can combo off of it and do some stuff there. But yeah,
Her having self mix as a zoner is insane.
Her M's all use her zapper, and that will actually come into play with how it interacts with your kit, which I'll go over in a second. I want to talk about her specials. So she's bringing out Pow Pow, and she's shooting that machine gun. The cool thing is, as you saw, mine only did 6 hits, but Clock's did 12. It's because you can hold it. So you just want to hold it and grind it out, you can, which is really fun.
That's pretty cool.
Also, hold up to extend
Have the
it.
choice.
And so you can hold it and then hold up and hold it. And you can get 20 hits out of this thing, which is pretty fun. We'll talk about like that's a really cool point as well. One of Jinx's unique abilities is that she can cancel her S1s into her S2, and so her S2 is missile, and she can cancel this on hit or block into missile. You can.
That's actually super annoying. A zoner that can cancel the zoning tool into another zoning tool. Oh.
Lift them up and then cancel into a missile and things like that. So she does have a lot of opportunities to use both her S1 or S2 specials together. Talking a little bit, she has a back S1, which is a nice little like anti-air spread.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Like at a distance.
Into missile, like when they jump in and try to follow up, which is really cool. She's got an air S1, so she's grinding it out mid-air, which is really cool as well. And you can again combo that into missile. So I'll go ahead and just show you real quick. You can cancel it right away.
That's actually sick.
All right, let's talk about her S2 specials. So that's her rocket. She's shooting that out of her awesome weapon, Fishbones. You can shoot one on the ground. You can shoot it in the air. You can also hold it.
The air one is so
It takes a
fast.
second to come out, but then it flies out really fast.
Oh,
You can also
okay.
shoot it down
You can hold it
while
down.
she's in the air. And this hits you. It also hits OTG, so you can do some cool, fun stuff with that. She's also got down S2, which is a rocket jump.
You can cover like
Down,
every
down,
angle is what it
down,
looks.
back. So it's a really unique movement option that she can act out of. And it also hits OTG, so you can find some fun stuff with that. And then she has a back S2. So you might notice this meter just above the super bars with her zapper. When it's full, you hit back S2. She shoots a zapper projectile.
Looks like
and
Gold
this thing
Lewis.
lights you up, electrifies you, and you get a free follow-up. I know you're trying to go for that zapper combo.
Yeah.
Look, we definitely got that on tape, all right? Also, I want to talk a lot about like her traps and how her kind of kit like revolves around and interacts with them. So the first thing is she's got chompers. You do this with forward S1, and you tap it, and it has this little patrol of like front, back, and then after a bit of time, it explodes. Again, for counterplay, if you hit her or she blocks, like it goes away. You can also just
good.
knock that thing away with projectiles. Or
Yes, characters that have moves, very annoying moves that don't go away on hit or block, are toxic. I'm gonna be real.
for attacks, and it'll disappear. Then she can also hold forward S1 and throw the chomper, and that's actually really cool. You notice the eyes are completely off when she's throwing it. Is not active. So go ahead and throw it at me, Clock.
It was like something they had to slow down because you're not really gonna see it too well in motion. Like when does it come into frame? Like around here, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
So even though it hit me, it's still on the ground active. But then once it's active, if it touches you, it's gonna lock on. It's gonna explode after a little bit of time. So the name of the game is like, do you put it out? But then do you use your buttons in really cool ways to get it over to the opponent?
That's
right?
pretty sick.
So
Until I
you know,
win
like,
wall
you
it.
look at this like crouch M, or you look at this S1. There's a lot of ways you can interact with chompers. Yeah, you can do stuff like that. That's actually ridiculous.
You can also
Yeah, this is.
hammer
He's,
heavy.
I could see why it
Yeah,
took so long to
exactly.
design her,
And
but
so, and another
still.
really cool thing too is her sis. Speaking of chompers, you know, when you do a team that calls chompers, you notice it attaches on block even, and they have to like, you can parry the explosion, but it's something they really have to pay attention to. And then of course her back assist is her S2. Was that a parry attempt that I saw there?
Maybe.
That's yeah. Okay, let's see. We're gonna give you a chance. Okay, we got there. That's like one of her little traps. Another one is monkey. So you do this with down S1, and she puts this monkey out, and it'll go across the screen. And once it reaches the champion, it explodes the enemy champion.
Huh.
However,
So you have
if
to
hit,
actually.
down S1 again.
These not being timed and more like in proximity to the other character, pretty buff.
And she can raise,
And
or
you could
lower
change the
height,
angle.
which is really fun. And as Tom mentioned before, hey, hitting the chompers with like, you know, her specials and normals, you can do the same thing with monkey as well. You can smack it. They kind of bounce into each other.
That's funny. They actually have a
and then, like,
special
you can do stuff
interaction
like
with
this.
each
Here,
other.
I'll go ahead and reset it to the middle. So just don't move. So don't move at all. So you can do stuff like this. Let's see if I can do it. Let's see.
She could jump cancel.
Ooh.
Okay, so like
Let's see if we can try it.
this is treated as actually hitting the opponent. You basically give yourself. I mean, it's not full coverage because you could get anti-tiered, but you could bait the air. The mind games is actually super dope.
Ooh.
So-
Cross up monkey.
So
That's
there's a lot of
super
really clever
dope.
things you can do with it, like and it really depends on your timing and how you execute there. But another cool thing that you can do with the monkey is that you can actually charge it with your zapper. And so that's your zapper special, you know, under with the bar at the bottom of the screen, but also your M button. So let me go ahead and show you what that looks like. So if you hit it, it
That's
actually like gets charged. It goes faster.
dude. That's sick.
And then it's gonna like.
The fact that it goes faster and it gives you this stun effect. Shout out to Captain Falcon. DLG. Shocking everybody. Yeah, this character's gonna be very annoying. Win wall stocks are definitely going up.
You get a combo afterwards, which is really fun. And same if you do this with the zapper.
And the zapper still goes
Maybe
through?
maybe it doesn't. You know, we'll see if you can do
Oh.
it better than I can.
Yeah, this is like
So, if you do this with the zapper,
you need to build some space, or like you're just trying to get a hit to set up more shop, or maybe get your assist back. Maybe you save it for a combo. Catch your opponent off guard. Catch them trying to do something.
maybe that hits, maybe it doesn't. You know, we'll see if you can time it better than I can. But again, this one's a little interesting. That's really durable. Projectiles. So if you just you hit it with a.
I'm glad you could destroy these, by the way.
But try to shoot rockets at it.
Oh, it goes right under.
Yeah. So the projectiles just push it back really, and so that's one of the strengths compared to chompers, which just gets destroyed by.
Huh. Just push it back. Like Plants vs. Zombies.
And so I want to talk a little bit about her supers. So her S1 super, which you remember, it's S1 plus any normal. So we're gonna do S1 and L. She puts this big rocket in there, and a bunch of fireworks occur. So a really cool thing you can do is you can just like run up and do like light, medium, heavy, hold S1, up S1, and then do her S1 super and get that rocket going.
And then you just
this
set
is a
up
really
shop.
Fun super because if you can get them in the sweet spot of the explosions, it does a ton of damage. Also,
But it
you
also
can
just
get
lets you set up
defense
shop.
jumpers, and another thing I want to talk about a little bit as well is her S2 super. So this one is she takes that zapper and charges it and shoots a big beam. It doesn't do as much damage as the fireworks in the sweet spot, but it's great.
Yeah, for
getting
obvious
assists,
reasons.
you know, and hitting like multiple people at once. Also, once you activate it, after the activation, you can hold up and angle it upwards. So you can do it, and if someone tries to jump, you can react during that freeze. You can also shoot it straight in the air or straight down, as Clock showed.
Unibeam.
See if we can get
It's
this.
proton cannon, actually.
I'm just really bad at this game. Jesus.
There we go.
There we go. I was doing the wrong one. I was doing S1.
Yeah, I like that it doesn't do much damage
Great.
because you know full screen
Parry.
blows up your assist no matter what. I forget if you could win while projectile supers. I think you can.
We want to see it. And you better not whiff at the end either. It has to be like a parry and a punish. That aside, though, there's a lot of, as you can see, there's a lot of utility with the beam. You have S1 plus S2, which is her ult. This is one of my favorites. It's really sick. So
Yeah, the entire budget went into this ult.
Rip, and this thing comes down and explodes. And
I wonder if you could
damage.
combo off of
The
that.
cool thing is it kind of tracks the opponent's location a little bit, and that super mega death rocket will land like right in front of them. But also, its height doesn't change, so if like they're in the air, it will hit them in the air as it's falling, which is really cool. Let's see if we can maybe manufacture that. Hit that button.
Is this 3? I mean, they said it's 3 bars before. I can't even tell because the HUD is gone. I wonder if this is a. Oh my god, bullet bill. I wonder if this is a bug or if this actually just takes the whole HUD. I hope this is just part of the super. It's just so funny that the entire HUD is gone.
Yeah, so you see it. I do want to show you the super assist, which is pretty cool. So she shoots a big spread.
Yeah, I like
So some of our
that
assists,
super
they do look
or
like,
that dead assist
existing supers in the game.
is
But,
not
you
a
know,
regular
you know,
move.
sometimes,
It's
what
like
you
Frank
look
Ware's
at,
shopping cart in Marvel 3.
You know, we're definitely experimenting with a lot of different shapes here. Because it's a pretty fun moment when you come back and the assist helps and gets through it. And so go ahead and reset.
I mean, it costs 1 meter to
The
do,
health,
so you only
I
can
show
get
you
what,
a
3
little bit
max?
about, like, you can throw the chompers out, throw this out, zap, wait for the
Yeah, this next section is just kind of like an example of. He said combo, but it's also to give you an idea of how she's gonna zone you out.
So you can throw the chompers out, throw this out, zap, wait for the explode, throw it out, hit the beam. Let's see if I timed it right.
Oh, he missed it. But yeah, so that's just kind of, we'll watch it again, right? Kind of just an example of what her zoning is gonna look like. You throw out all the traps, and then it's like, okay, I'm gonna hit the trap, and then what if you try to hit the trap, and then she hits you with the shocker? Then it's like, oh well, shit, now I'm gonna get punished, you know? Level 1 from full screen. Maybe she could call her assist, throw a rocket out, tag, and get a confirm. So keep in mind, you know, it's as far as your imagination can take you. That's what makes these games so magical.
One cool thing you can do is like I said before, down forward heavy is her overhead. And you can,
Yeah, her having mix up as a zoner once again is evil by design. This is toxic. He's gaslighting you.
you can do something like that where you can do a rocket jump, immediately like cancel that into her air S1, and then go right into the laser.
Yeah, one of the bread and butters I use is just sort of like a mid-screen combo that I showed earlier, which is into. Oh, wrong super.
Second hit.
I don't. Yeah, I don't think so. But you can do it if you're.
That super is also very strong because you could just throw it out in neutral if you need a breather, and then you could just set up shop. So she's gonna be using her supers as a resource to set up her zoning or punish assist, because push block isn't bound to meter anymore. It's bound to your assist cooldown. You now have the liberty to use your meter to set things up. You throw, you know, the rocket, right, or the fireworks, okay? And as you notice, the firework, I'm sure each of these, you know, green lines or whatever, or spread, whoops, is a hitbox. So you go in, you're just gonna get hit. It doesn't do much damage, as you can see, but the whole purpose of it in this instance, or example, is it's not about the damage, it's about getting set up, throwing the chomper, throwing the monkey, building up your shock meter.
But you can do it with yours after it's charged.
Oh yeah, let me go. Yeah, so it's just like light, medium, heavy, full hold, cancel on a rocket, zap.
Into zap,
If I was a little quicker, should we get the full? Oh, we got the full. You get the full. Let's see you do it.
I'm gonna aim it up.
There you go. That's nice.
I mean, it's not that much damage, but again, it's damage at a distance sometimes.
Sit up and then do the fireworks. The cool thing is you can start setting up. So I'm putting a monkey out, I'm throwing a chompers, and there's like already stuff coming at him on the screen. Yo, how dare you hit that thing down?
I get it.
That's disrespectful.
Something to keep in mind is if you're fighting a character with air movement and they just forward tech and then they just fly over you and call an assist, careful not to get punched in the mouth. Which
let's
is
do
what
it,
people
I
are
wanna show
going
you,
to
like,
do
two-
in that
two more
situation.
combos again. So one of the things I want to show off was this unique normal she has, back heavy, and this is cool because it puts her airborne, so you can shoot a missile right after it. You can do a lot.
Oh,
of
you
cool
can do that on block and she gets mixed?
I want to kind of show you.
Why?
That's cool. We'll see if we can get it here.
Oh, that's dope. Oh, that's sick. Oh, that's a sick combo. And this is a dev combo,
we go,
so
there
think
we
about
go.
what the community will find. And then you
How
just
you use her normals in
run full
conjunction
screen.
with, all of her traps is
wait. How much did that do? Lost like 75%. She probably doesn't have that much health. Honestly, Jinx probably does not have that much health. She's a zoner character. I doubt they would give her the average amount of health.
how you use her normals in conjunction with all of her traps is just what really like makes her fun. You know, to a lot of us, and we're excited to see y'all like dig into it. I'll leave you off with just one more. This one's like pretty hard for me, and so I'm gonna need a lot of tries. I need some cheering from y'all to see if we can get this.
I believe in you, Sean.
Let's go, Sean.
That's what I'm gonna. Thank you.
I appreciate him doing this, not necessarily live, but not pulling up a recording, a pre-rendered cutscene, if you will.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Let's go. All right.
Hey, you're probably thinking, oh, this isn't too much, you know?
I didn't get there.
That's not a ton of damage. It's sometimes it's not about the damage. Sometimes it's about doing some sick shit, you know?
We did it. Let's go.
Sometimes it's about being sick nasty.
So, I'm glad I got that. I'm sweating a little bit. You know, shouts to the team. Loving how Jinx looks. There's just so many crazy interactions that y'all can come up with here, and we can't wait to see you just like really break it open.
So should we like play some matches?
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
All
let's
right,
do it.
cool.
Yeah.
So, one of my thoughts, I think it's a very good approach on his own. Multiple options, set up traps like zoner / trap character. That having the ability to mix is evil because they're more than just a zoner now. They're a hybrid, right? She's good at zoning, but she could also mix you up if she gets in or if you get in, but does a counter poke and then blocking her with strong. The back heavy button makes her airborne. She can do a high or a low. Throw the monkey out, jump cancel it, shoot a rocket down, whatever, right? Options. It's scary, it's horrifying, but super dope. We'll see how it plays out. I think she looks great. Hope that the future characters also look this polished. She's probably the most polished character in the game. Every character that they've shown is more polished than the last. I just hope it doesn't take forever. But we'll see. I'm excited to play in her, and if I get into the next Alpha Lab, it'll be a great time. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next one.